Making your way in the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Wouldn't you like to get away? Sometimes you wanna go where everybody knows your name, and they're always glad you came. You wanna be where you can see our troubles are all the same. You wanna be where everybody knows your name. You wanna go where people know people are all the same. You wanna go where everybody knows your name.
Professor, would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside?
Yes, I would, Kent. Look indeed, Mr. Von Stugel. That Bancroft guy is on a little bit, half on. I had you know what I like to do. I like to put the guest name in the title there, and then I just realized a second before I had to go live that I neglected to upload that. I apologize to my three guests tonight: Brian, Jake, and new guest Janice. Hopefully. The author of Healing Wars, who will be joining us tonight for this, what is a launch party. I think the first ever we've done. We've definitely had doubles and even triples on here before. I don't know if we've done a double launch party. We will be indeed launching the Healing Wars Book 1 Shifter and COBALT Death Stalkers in well, we usually start about 15 minutes in, but before we get into any of that, we have to do what we always do. And welcome everybody to the party. I am your host, so I will be welcoming each and every one of you who I can get to in a couple of minutes. But first off the first cab off the rank is Mr. Ranada again, who takes it 2 nights in a row. So he gets the coveted 2 icon up there, up the top. Well done, well done. Lama Giganti back up there in the top. It's always great to see Lama Giganti in here. He says he identifies as first, but unfortunately, it is Rand who takes out the icon. Better luck next time, Lama Giganti. We've also got Lord Crackett in the house. There's Raiden Radio from yesterday. Great to see. Aardvark Creations, Devil Flyer is here. We've got Bill Bob. Hello, Bill Bob. He says, "What's up? What's up to you, Bill Bob?" I like the name. It could be Bilbo B too, but I'm going to go with Bill Bob, even though it's 1 L. That's how I choose to interpret it. Shadowpunk in the house. Stephen Rockwood drawing. Got Frog G here. Derek is here. Shadowpunk Don Chin. He says, "Happy Friday / Saturday." It is indeed a Saturday down here in the land down under where the beautiful bogans roam. Did I say Jeremy Burns? I'll say it again. I'll say Nefarious. I'll say Lloyd Burton, and I absolutely will hail Mo Biggs, as we always must, even when he can't make it, which is we can count on one hand. We got Sumo Thori in the chat. Who else do I spy? I see Alex. I see Dean. We have 40 seconds left to say hello to Belmont Press. Felix Huster Linkmaster. Who else? Snooky Jr. Gusto's here. Always great to see. I see Colin, Aviator Surge, SDA K Manifesto. Man, all the names are coming back. It's awesome to see. El Padrino's in the house. Who else? Athaline. There's the replicator. Blood for the Blood God. That's a weird thing to say, but we'll take it nonetheless. Amanda B in the house. Oliver. Danny's here. Lord Ravenous says, "Let's go." All right, it is about time to get this thing going. We're over 5 minutes. I do apologize. I can't say hello to you all. I tried my best. Well, I tried about 70%, which is as close as my best as you're going to get on this Saturday afternoon. I'm flying solo tonight. Joe has family business. Please don't all leave. I know we do love Joe, but he can't make it tonight. But those who can make it are these wonderful people here. Let me introduce Brian Menard, aka Dojo Kun Comics. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, Michael. A pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for doing this for us on this dual launch.
We haven't done a dual launch before, have we?
I don't think so.
This is a first for CG. So we're going to see how it goes. Here's the other fella involved.
How's it going, guys?
Difficult for me to remember your name. I forgot your name the other day.
It's okay. I
like
Bionic Bra.
It's Bionic Bra. It's Tail End Guy. Everyone was yelling me in the chat. I've since seared it into my memory. I mean, you have a very distinct name. No one else in the world could possibly be called Jake Adams.
Appreciate it.
I will sear it into my brain. And we are also here joined by one Janice Hardy. Welcome to the show, Janice. Great to have you.
Hey, thanks for having me on. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Now we're going to try and make it some fun. It's an hour-long show. We try and pack as much as we can into that hour. I've been reading through Brian's website all about Healing Wars. It all sounds really exciting. Unfortunately, being a YouTuber slash artist slash writer slash, I don't know, pre-press guy, I don't get time anymore to read.
Oh, no.
But Healing Wars sounds right up my alley. I love that sort of stuff. So I'm interested to see how the comic goes tonight, and we can chat about the a story in a little bit. Zaid says, "Is that a lady?" Janice, you might not be aware, but my unbelievably, we talk almost exclusively comics on this show, and my stats in YouTube have been sitting on 100, the audience 100% male for as long as I can remember. So we're very happy to have you here.
Well, good. Well, I like comics. I'm a gamer. I'm a sci-fi geek. I mean, I'm all of that stuff. I'm a married professional geek, and he collected comics for decades and everything. So I know a lot of things through osmosis from him. So hopefully I can keep up with you guys. I mean, you guys are the experts, but I might
not me. No one's ever said that about me.
I don't want that title.
There you go. Jake can take it. Definitely no one's ever said that about me, but we're very happy to have you here. This is a launch party, so this is where we try to inject the most energy we possibly can into these things, because we try and give these campaigns the best launch pad that they can possibly get for their while they run. We got a super chat here from Sumo. I don't read. Great Bancroft. Insult the writer. Write off. No, I can't read.
Right.
I don't have time to read, is what I was saying. But thank you for the super chat nonetheless. Mo Biggs, as the partner of Michael Bancroft, YouTube just assumed Mrs. B was a male. Please behave, Mo. Although I shouldn't have said that. That's only going to
it's like giving him a challenge, Michael.
I know, right? Rare Rob money. This is fantastic. See what I have to put up with here, Janice? They're doing this because of you. Just wanted you to know that. Draw some dongs, Michael, for $2. I'm going to have to, I think, in tomorrow, no, the day after, just to appease Rob. He seems to be on a kick about that, but we won't get into that here. We won't get into that now. I've got the camp. I don't know how we're going to do this, because I've got the campaigns up here. We're just going to have to flick between them. We're talking Healing Wars, Book 1, The Shifter. We're talking COBALT, Death Stalks Us. I guess if you guys want to get on the very final last chance sign up to the mailing list, here they are. I'll put the links here in the chat. They're already in the description for you guys, but we'll put them in here just in case. Actually, on COBALT, subscribe early, back a physical, get a secret perk.
Yes.
And have you told anyone what that secret perk is, or is that for them to
yes,
find out?
I just unveiled it when we were on Joe's on Otten stuff with Joe Sontag. So if you sign up to the mailing list before we launch, not much time left, by the way, you will get a 6 a.m. chibi style of COBALT as a magnet.
What? As a magnet?
As a magnet.
Damn.
I did metal trading cards last time around. This time around, we're doing magnets.
Magnets are the thing. Magnets are the thing. I really lucked into that one with the magnets. They get on people's fridges and they stay there. People want magnets. That's excellent. That is excellent. And Healing Wars, sign up now, get a secret discount tier when we launch. I mean, obviously, this is all depending on the email that's going to go out. Maybe it already has gone out. I don't know, but
I'm waiting to give people the last minute to sign up. I've got the email already written. I just got to drop the addresses in there and hit send.
Excellent, fantastic. All right. Has Jake cut his hair? Asked Dean.
Yes, I did.
Hang on a sec.
Is
that for the stream? Did you get all? This is like prom night. You got all dressed up.
No.
Wow, there's no ponytail. Look at that.
I recently became a dad, so I thought I had to start looking like one.
Yeah, you got to set that example. I hear you.
Did you buy the minivan yet? Just wondering.
No, I'm trying to hold off on it. Don't let Megan know.
Okay. Don't buy a cube, whatever you do. Don't buy that weird cube car. You don't have to. Just a SUV will just fine.
Yeah, that'll be fine.
Take it too far.
A Cherokee or something.
Yeah. Something cool. Cullen asks, what's a magnet? And I was praising Cullen the other day for being so on top of everything on the ball, filling me in on everything. But here he is. Magnets are the stretch goal, are the perk to give, in my opinion. So good job on that. Before we kick off, I usually like to kick everything off at about 15 minutes in. Just while people are wondering about Janice here. So, Janice, you are the author of the Healing Wars trilogy?
That's correct.
Yeah, and I'm presuming, I can only infer that the Brian's Dojo-kun Comics is doing the graphic novel adaptation of the series.
That's correct. Yeah, Brian he's done a fantastic job of adapting. So far, what I've seen, I have total faith that the rest of them will be just as good as the ones I have seen, and we've worked together and which has been a lot of fun for me to see how he's adapted it, and then I've done some tweaks, and we've kind of gone back and forth, and I'm very, very impressed with what he's done with turning this entire 70,000 word book into a graphic novel. So it's fun. He was really good at picking up like the key moments and what was important in the story and like what he could skip and what he could combine. So yeah, this has been my first experience with this, and it has been really interesting seeing how another writer works in this format versus the long format with me. So it's fun.
And another great thing about this collaboration, Michael, is we've been talking about this a lot in CG lately, and that is to make sure you have an editor. And what better editor to have than the writer of the original IP?
There you go.
The custodian, the originator. Right. Yeah. Look, I'm really excited to get into this with you guys once the campaign's alive and see how it all came about, because I think it's a really interesting way to go about making comics and getting that source material. Movies based on book series are always the best movies. That's my opinion. Whenever I watch a movie, I think this is a really good movie. This is probably a book series. 99 times out of 100, I go check it, and it is. So this is really cool to see. Lord Ravener says magnets are magic. I couldn't agree more, Lord Ravener.
See, we're hoping that Hollywood agrees with you, Michael, and the contact's Janice any day now.
Come a knocking.
Right.
Yeah,
that would be great.
And then you will have
Netflix.
You'll have
Here we go.
Exclusive. You'll have the exclusive graphic novel adaptation. And then what happens is then they look to the graphic novels for a little bit of visual reference. Those famous scenes from say 300. that are directly taken from the books to the movies. But we're not here to talk about 300. We're here to launch some comic books, dual style, 2 for 1. Are both of you ready with your campaigns?
Yes, sir.
Ready to go. Jake, you guys are old hats at this. You should
Let's
be ready. We had a bit of a false start last time. I'm going to take your word for it. You guys know the drill.
We made sure that the states were spelled out. We made sure that we have frequently asked questions. We're set.
Exactly.
Excellent. The countdown will play. Obviously, we'll do the 1 countdown. We're not going to count down for both. The 1, when that's done, these books will be live. Guys in the chat, we've got 55 people here. If you do back, please put your backer numbers right there in the chat so that we can shout you out and give you a big thank you. And once that's all done, we can get into these campaigns and see what's on offer. All right. Brian, ready?
Ready.
Jake, ready?
You know it.
All right. It's time, everybody. Make sure your earphones are plugged in tight. Make sure it's turned up to 11. Here we go. We're launching the Healing Wars Book 1, The Shifter, and COBALT, Death Stalks Us right now.
Rock
Let's do
on.
it. It worked. They're both up. They're both live. Look, Danny, turn it down.
That was awesome. That was great.
We do like to make this is the probably the most fun you can have crowdfunding is the big launch. We like to make a go of it. And then we love seeing the back end numbers roll in. Nefarious says nobody is beating me this time. Danny says volume should never go past 3 or 5. Danny,
get out of here, Danny.
You got wooden ears. Just turn it up to 11. CG Metalsmith, aka Phoenix, says back in number 6 for Death Can Stalk Us.
Damn.
Ravener, Shifter back in number 1. You guys are complicated things with this dual thing. So we're gonna have to put in what they backed. And because General Piggy was back in number 3. We don't know on what, but we're very happy that he is back in number 3. But a big congratulations to back in number 1, Lord Ravener on Shifter.
Nice.
Yes,
right,
thank you.
Scrolling down here. It was for COBALT, says General Piggy.
Cool.
Excellent.
Thanks, Piggy.
COBALT back in number 2.
Oh, man.
It was Frog G. Great to see.
For those of you waiting for the secret tier, I am getting over there right now.
Oh, yes, indeed. The secret tiers. How can we have to remember them as well. So hopefully the emails can go out very quickly. And people are congratulating Lord Ravener. See, what we like to do here, Janice, is people, they like the bragging rights. The higher the lower your number. I mean, number 1, obviously the biggest bragging rights, and then it flows on from there. So that you can say in the future, I was back in number 1 or 2 or 3 on that project when it was just an Indiegogo crowdfund.
I can see that.
That's what we do.
Okay, the email is sent.
Excellent. All right, all you guys waiting for that secret tier. There we go. Now I think it's a good time to actually. I've got to stop sharing because it is StreamYards after all. I'm going to share the audio so that we can play some trailers here and let the people know what we're talking about. So we'll start off with the Shifter here.
Cool.
Hold on, let me just put that down and let's see what this is all about.
Naya is an orphan with a rare gift. Others with this gift can take pain from a person and transfer it into the cobalt blue metal known as pinbium. But Naya's gift is flawed. She can only transfer pain from one person to another. Orphaned on an island nation occupied by a conquering enemy and trying to locate her missing sister, Naya has to make sure they don't find out, or she'll be weaponized against her own people. Be sure to back Janice Hardy's The Healing Wars, Book 1, Part 1, The Shifter, from Dojo Comics, only on Indiegogo.
Very
All
nice.
right. There's that one. We refresh that. There we are. 5 backers already. Up to now, Janice. We do Australian dollars. You might have heard of my accent here. I'm not from America.
I'm very familiar with that accent, actually.
Oh, really?
One of my best friend's husband is Australian, and they actually are in the process of moving back to Melbourne right now. So I am used to that accent.
That's where I am. There we go. All right.
Wait, they're going back to Melbourne now?
I know. Yeah.
They've been planning it for a while.
Crazy.
5 backers, 200 raised already. Let's check out Cobalt, Deathstalkers. Now I'm not going to have to. I have to do this stop sharing thing one time as while we get the Chrome tabs and the audios and everything.
Sure.
After that, we'll be able to just switch easily between them both. So this is Deathstalks Us trailer. Here we go. There you go. That was Cobalt, Deathstalks Us. Jake, is this a part 2? Is this a continuation on, or is this just the second book?
Yes, this is a continuation. This is issue 2 and a story arc taking place that began with Atlanta's thrashing.
Excellent, excellent. You're holding it up there. Hang on, let me go full screen with that so we can see. Look at that beauty.
Nice.
The eclectic collection of art you have on these projects is very impressive. The sort of different styles that you've explored on this. It is very cool to see.
I'm very much a
stickers
fan.
at the back.
I'm very much a fan of like the realistic, like painterly styles. So whenever I see somebody be able to bring that to the table, I jump on it immediately.
Great to hear. Now, I just want to catch Frog G was backer number 5 on Shifter.
Nice.
Hail, Frog G.
And I saw
I was number
Biggs
4.
was back in number. So you were number 4. There you go. I was running. Where's that number? Yeah. So you're back at number 4. Mo Biggs is back in number 7.
Sweet. Thank you, Mo.
Good old hashtag crackpack backs.
Bow every day.
And all right, Felix is dropping the links in the description here. I think we're just gonna have to so I'll do the final stop sharing. We'll go back to window format so we can just switch in between. There we go. Yeah, all right, let's start digging into these things. And I think probably the best place to start is we won't do like a big long thing on one and a big long thing on another. I think it's best if we just keep popping back and forth between them, keep it fresh.
Sure. It'll make it dynamic.
Exactly. How about we do a quick rundown on the story of both campaigns. You want to start? Either Janice or Brian, whoever wants to take it away, or both. I don't know.
Do you want me to take that, Janice?
Well, the story of the book, or the story of how it came about?
The story of
the
the book.
itself.
What's the book about?
Okay, well, the book I might as well take, since I am fairly familiar with it. Actually, the story with this one kind of came a little bit out of a comic book. I had take a step back on there. I had come up with was trying to play with some different ideas and different fantasy tropes and things that were very common, and I really wasn't having a lot of luck with things. And I had gone to a writers conference in Vancouver, and I attended a workshop in there, and all of the presenters were talking about you need fresh ideas, exciting ideas, new ideas. And I was sitting there with like my, fantasy prophecy quest number, idea number 6 that you've seen a million times in all the different books. And when I came home from that conference, I went, what do I have that's interesting? What do I have that's different? And I had been playing around with the ideas of healing not being something that was used always for good. Because healing is always something that's good and perfect, and it's never used for evil. And right about that time, I had gone to see the first X-Men movie. And Rogue is my favorite character, comic book Rogue.
I see where this is headed.
Yes.
Yep.
And when we left the movie, I was thinking, gee, what if you had somebody who was kind of like that, but could like heal by touching somebody and pulling all of the pain and pulling all of the sorrow, kind of like Rogue did with absorbing people's powers. I started playing with that idea, and the world actually came up from that. I thought it would be really interesting to have a world where pain was a commodity and that you could buy it and sell it. And that led to the creation of Pinvium, which was the magical metal that you could put it into. And then you could take Pinvium and melt it down into weapons. And you had weapons that could inject pain into people, and the whole healing thing. And then, of course, anytime you have a story, one of the first things you think about is, who's my main character? How can I make their life miserable? And that was my Naya. So I was like, well, what can I do for her? So she is a character who always has wanted to be a healer. And her sister is a healer, and this is what she's always wanted. She comes from a whole family of healers, but her power works a little differently because she can't take the pain, and she can't heal people and pull their pain and their injuries out of the people and put them into the metal. She can only put it into another person. So that makes her very dangerous, because she can say, like, if somebody breaks their leg, she can heal them and pull that pain of a broken leg out, and then she can put that pain into somebody else. It doesn't actually break their leg, it just feels that way. And then when her little sister goes missing, it's the only weapon she has to find her. So I kind of was playing with that idea. It's like, what can I do? How can I make her miserable? And that all developed from kind of walking out of the movie going, gee, what if I played with healing in Rogue? So
I so know that feeling of when you're watching something, listening to something. For me, it was always music. I would get really inspired, and like things would start percolating for ideas for stories. Yeah, I really dig the premise. I love this kind of story, and really great sounding stuff here. Nefarious for $5 says he got number 1 on COBALT for the second time in a row. He said he wouldn't be beat, and he meant it. And number 10 on Shifter got the secret tier. Congrats, Jake, Dojo, and Janice on your launches. There were a couple of other backers here. I do want to grab them.
Hail Nefarious, thank you.
Don't want to miss them here.
Appreciate it, man.
And thank you for the super chat as well, Nefarious. We got White Holiday in the chat. He says, "What's happening, Comicsgate? We're doing a double launch. We're trying, and I think we're going well here." Colin was back in number 9 on Shifter.
Thank you, Colin.
Snuggy says COBALT 1 was a great read. He tricked me there. He made me think it was a backer, but he was just giving confidence. So we'll allow it. Antoine says the art looks great. Yeah, it really is top-notch quality stuff in here. Who are the artists on this one?
The artist on the Shifter is Zilson Costa from Brazil. He did issues number 3 and 4 of Siamese. So he and I have been working together for quite a while.
Excellent. I saw another one in here. Maybe. Here we go. Gusto back in number 11 on COBALT. First book was great.
Thanks, Gusto.
He says hashtag just a troll. There we go. Bancroft fell asleep watching The Matrix, reloaded, and dreamed about the Gatrix. Lucent. No, that's not how it worked. Although The Matrix was a very big influence on me.
Not Resurrection, though, right?
The first one.
Oh, okay.
But Sumo, it was Sumo Thori. Bancroft figured out how to monetize gatekeeping by forcing me to super chat for attention. You did that, Sumo, and I missed it. I apologize. I don't know where it is now. So if anyone can let me know what the back number is for Sumo, that's my bad. Yeah, I missed that. I'm sorry. All right, hang on. There's another comment in here. All right. Okay. Let's jump over to COBALT. Jake, same deal. What's the story of COBALT?
So COBALT actually came about in 2018. 2013, I had an accident while working in a factory. I became an amputee of my left hand. And I started meeting other individuals like myself who were born with limb differences and stuff like that. And we were down at Dragon Con just chilling, enjoying, the comic books and everything. And we were going down Artist Alley, and my buddy asked me, hey, have you ever thought of making a superhero? And I was like, who hasn't? I mean, at this point, I'm 34 years old. Everybody's thought of a superhero for themselves sooner or later. And so I gave him like a watered down, muddy version of COBALT at that point. And he was like, I'm going to get you in touch with somebody. And it actually happened. So I got to be part of an anthology for kids who were growing up with limb differences of congenital disorders. And we made Super Abled. And that's where the first 7-page origin story for COBALT came into play. And it was really cool seeing how kids reacted to a character that they could, feel like they have some unique connection with, something that they can relate to. And so when I created that, I just caught the bug. And so I just wanted to keep going with it. I was waiting for volume 2 to take place. It never did. So I was like, hey, guys, do you mind if I just take my story and go make a full-length issue and everything? They're like, have at it. So that's when I made COBALT Atlantis Thrashing. And that we actually launched that over on B Rose's channel. And this is the aftermath of issue 1.
Excellent. Just scrolling through. Yeah, man. Your artist is, remind me?
Erwin Oroza. He lives over in the Philippines. So we've been doing everything over Facebook Messenger and Google Drive. And so I'll send him the script, and he'll just send me down some lines and some thumbs, kind of get a feel of what I'm looking for. And he nails it every single time. I mean, I really is art.
Very beautiful work. I mean, there's nothing else you can say about it. It really is top quality. And you've got a lot of fans here in the chat singing the praises of the first book. So congratulations on that. We do have some more backers in here. I feel bad. Poor Sumo. Why does it keep happening to Sumo Thori? Arrogant Ape is back in number 11 on Shifter, 14 on COBALT. Let's go.
Thank you, Arrogant
Everyone
Ape.
is calling for justice for Sumo. Sumo super chatted again. I apologize. He reminds me that he is back in number 6 on Shifter, back in number 9 on COBALT.
Nice.
And he's voicing his displeasure there that he's forced to pay for what others get for free. What can I say, Sumo? What can I say? I just missed you. Arrogant Ape agrees. Yeah, COBALT 1 is fantastic. Catch up if you can. One of my favorite books from last year.
Damn.
Scrolling down, Dojo Kun. Who's this fella? Out to him. He is back in number 15.
Thanks, buddy.
And don't you guys know? Yeah, Lucky Brian is a fraud examiner. Yeah, we might be up for a little bit of accusations here that we are indeed just shuffling money back and forth around to each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I assure you, these guys have separate accounts. I know they're launching on the same stream, but it's all on the up and up.
Arrogant Ape says, Brian, you gotta get out of here.
I know, right? Start tipping things over. The art is gorgeous, just great quality, top-notch colors. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about the interiors on either of these projects. And they're very different, and that's what's that's what's really great about it. And there's something for everyone. Although it looks like we're getting a bunch of backers for both, which is very encouraging to see. Colin, Cobalt backer number 17. He backed both number 1 and 2. Nefarious agrees. Erwin is an excellent talent. You might remember him from is that supposed to be Hunchback, I guess, of Theological Quadrant. Well, I'm not familiar with that, but yeah, I agree. The style is exciting and the colors are top notch. Jeremy agrees. This is borderline criminal now against Sumo. What can I do, guys? What can I do? Okay, don't want to miss anything.
Erwin also did the cover art for the anthology called Book of Legends.
Let's get that full screen. Have a look.
So, he's a really great artist. He turns everything over in a timely manner. I mean, I couldn't give enough praises to him. So anybody looking for an artist, Erwin is the guy to go to.
Yeah, poach his artist. Leave mine alone.
You do like Harmony Manor. Nefarious says, "Hey Stumo, you will get the number 1 contributor this year. Bancroft's love is always for sale." He knows it. He knows it. And Sumo says, "Hey, why are you gatekeeping the only female on the panel by hiding her behind that chat banner?" What can I do here? What can I do?
Oh, just
I feel like Mike Wachowski.
They see my face all the time. Bump me to the bottom.
All right, I'll put Brian down here. We'll put the lady up.
You can cycle through it. Everybody gets like
exactly.
10 minutes at the bottom, and you know.
Yeah. There we go. The Brian's here. We don't have to talk about him anymore. Metal Moves and Brewski is back at number 19 on Cobalt. Picked up the catch-up tier.
Excellent.
Excellent. All right. Now, I did want to ask you guys. Let's jump back. Let me zoom out here and do a refresh because you sounds like you got a bunch more backers. Up to 12. 450 raised.
Nice.
We'll do that. We'll do by Cobalt next. How did this all come about? Did you approach Janice Dojo, or did it the other way around? How did this collaboration
This
start?
is a really a cool story. My wife Deanna read the trilogy and really liked it. She said, I know you're into stories like this. It contains a hero's journey, and she said that it's a quick read. So, I know you'll just blaze right through these books. And she suggested that I read them. I did love them, and I was talking to my great friend Steve about how this trilogy was, and suggesting that he read them. And he said, "Yeah, I already did. Do you want to talk to the author?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" He said, "Yeah, I work with her husband." I'm like, "Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'll talk to her. I'll talk to the author." So he got me in touch with her husband, who got me in touch with Janice. And I pitched her this idea that I could take her novels and develop them into a graphic novel format because of the exciting story. I knew it would translate well. And like she said earlier, she's a fan of all things geek, so she was on board with it. Now, this was quite a few years ago, though. This was when I was working for another small press company, and the short version is they dropped the ball. So a few years later, after I started Dojo Comics and I had published a few books, I reached out again and said, "I'm not that guy. I'm still me. And would you give this idea a second chance?" And she was gracious and said, "Yeah, let's do it."
And Janice, was that something you ever anticipated doing? Were you looking for that, or were you just, how was it when you heard about it?
I wasn't looking for it, but I was very excited about it because The Shifter, although it's a fun fantasy adventure, it was originally written as a middle grade young adult teen novel. So I do an awful lot of school visits, and I present to a lot of kids, and I mean, that is the target audience. And I've run into a lot of reluctant readers who are very interested in the story, but a whole book is a little bit too intimidating for them. They're just not novel readers, but they would absolutely read a graphic novel. So I always thought the idea of having a graphic novel for this series would be great because it would open up the story to an entirely new set of kids who are interested in reading, and hopefully get them more interested in reading and get them to actually maybe pick up a real novel or pick up more books or even pick up more graphic novels, because it doesn't matter what they read as long as they read. And if you can get kids interested in reading, that is fantastic. So I thought that would be a wonderful way to introduce those readers to a story. So I was excited.
It must be it must be fun to finally see a visual representation of this world you've built outside of your head and on a page for the first time. I could imagine that's
absolutely. It was so much fun. I mean, the interior pages and it looks and just looking at that and seeing my world there and seeing Naya and how, you know, how the artists brought those characters to life, and it was just fun. And I, you know, my background, I'm an author now, but my background actually started in graphic design and you know, I went to school for that, for, you know, for design. So it had like a whole other layer to see the artistic side of it merging with my writing side. And that was really interesting and really.
Is the series, is that finished, the actual novel series?
Oh, it's fair. Oh yeah, absolutely. It came out, it was 2009 to 2011. So it's been out for a while.
Cool.
So what we have to look forward to is the second half of The Shifter, which will come out as book 2. We'll have 2 graphic novels for Blue Fire.
Two graphic novels per book.
Exactly. And then 2 for Darkfall.
There you go. All right. Switching back. Now, did I miss anyone? I know people are talking about my gatekeeping here in the chat. It's hard to hold on a conversation and read about, you know, how you're a terrible host, but I'm trying my best. Bancroft even read my back and number. Yes, admittingly, he did grudgingly. I did get it. You're right. Metalsmith says, hey, there's a drawn in tier and shifter. People should get in there and become a character. It sounds good. All right. We are going to jump back over to COBALT now. And let's just keep continuing having a look at the campaign. I mean, I can't ask you about, you know, your novelist inspirations here, but we can touch on other things.
Sure. I guess.
So these are 32-page books.
Yes, this is a 32-page sequel. We pick up right where we left off in Atlantis Thrashing. We see Detective Reyes launching an investigation against Jessie Jensen, aka COBALT. And while she's using her resources, the detective ends up at Jessie's childhood home. And as she's looking into Jessie and trying to figure out how he's involved with the Thrasher gang, someone else enters the household, and that is the Death Stalker, hence the subtitle Death Stalks Us. So the Death Stalker
is that this guy here?
Sorry?
Is that this guy here?
No, that is not that guy there. That character is Orun. He's going to be coming in later on as the series progresses. This is
a little bit of a teaser.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. So last campaign, one of the metal trading cards I did was a teaser for the cover art for this book. So that's going to be a little teaser for something else coming down the line. I always want to give little trinkets out like that, let you know that stuff is being worked on. And
for sure.
But this Death Stalker stands before his target, about to fulfill the contract. But unbeknownst to both the detective and the Death Stalker, Jessie is just right around the corner hanging out in the kitchen. So will Jessie and the detective be able to defend themselves from the Soldier of Fortune? We're going to have to read the book to find out.
Exactly. Exactly. Now I'm getting yelled at to stop gatekeeping Lord Ravener. Let me check back here. Bancroft missed my COBALT back at number 18. Hashtag crackpackbacks. There you go. Got it, Lord Ravener. Back in number 18. Fantastic to see. All right. Now, your character has a disability. Do you want to get into that? How it all works and what his how he's sort of, I'm guessing, is turned that into that's an integral part of his character, is probably turning it into a strength.
No, that's the whole thing. I wanted to negate the specialness of it. I'm trying to drown that out. I don't want, because whenever somebody has a disability, immediately they just turn into, hey, you remember that guy with the bionic hand? Happens many times in my own life. And but anyway, I wanted to show that there is more to characters with limb differences than just what you see, right right there in front of you. There is more depth to these characters, just as much depth as any other character created. And so that is what I'm presenting here with COBALT.
I love it. Yeah, so it's like, I mean, you've got a character with blonde hair or blue eyes or limb difference. It's not it doesn't have to, it's not some defining trait. I really like that. I like how you're doing that there.
Yeah, it's
we have yeah, exactly. We got John in the house, and he's at backer number 14 for Healing Wars.
Nice.
And fellow follower of the Rod in the chat here. In Rod we trust, both of us. Great to see you here, and thank you so much for backing.
Yes,
John says, I have a dream where one day Bancroft reads chats despite the name of the chatter. You guys can keep dreaming. I can only do so much. But all right, let's go back up to the top. I think I need to do a refresh on this one as well. Jumped up to 20 backers. We're looking at 832 raised.
Oh, thank you.
All right, we have 15 minutes left. I think we should get into the tiers now.
Sure.
So let me go back up to the top on Shifter. Featured tier is the Grand Duke of, you're going to have to pronounce this for me, Janice. I think. Basir tier. Make sure I'm not logged in. All right, I can click on it. So this is your big featured tier, Brian?
Right. Yes. So with this one here, you get the chippy stickers. You get 2 copies of the book itself, which is a 70-page book. You get 2 copies of the coloring book that'll be that's available here. You can also get that as an add-on with other tiers if you'd like. And then you get on this one, you get You Are a Shifter. So the print that's done, you have to send a full body picture of yourself, because there's going to be a picture of you as a shifter next to Naya, the main protagonist of the story, and that will be a comic book sized print.
Well, that's very cool indeed. So it'll get drawn there like that. Now just remind me, so in this universe, the shifters are the people who can transfer the pain either out of someone into a metal.
Well, no, those are just healers.
Those are healers.
Technically,
okay, so
they're called takers.
Are like
Shifters are the ones who can shift pain from person to person. And as far as Naya knows, she is unique. She's the only one who can do that.
I like it. I do love these kinds of stories. All right, scrolling down. You can buy your lovely wife a fancy coffee, not just a normal coffee. Fancy. Why is it fancy?
Well, she loves Starbucks, and she gets the triple latte with a splash of, the ones where I can't even keep straight what her order is.
Hopefully you get some backers on that so that Deanna can treat herself. There's the physical copy. How long is this first issue?
It's 70 pages.
70 pages for 25. There you go. Soldier, Citizen, or Healer T. What is that?
This is the drawn-in tier. So there are 25 of those available. Zilson's going to hold off on some of the pages until we get those tiers sold, and then you'll be drawn in. You get to pick which one of those you'd like to be. A soldier, a citizen of Gevig, which is the nation that Naya's from, or one of the healers in the Healers League.
There you go.
I definitely want to be a healer now. Come on.
And the soldiers are the bad guys. For people,
I want to be a soldier.
Be the villains. The soldiers are definitely those are the Basiri soldiers. They're the bad guys.
I'll be a villain now.
Yeah, I want to be a soldier. I like the outfit. I like the costume. It's with the blue. Yeah, with the there they are.
Yep, with the osprey on that.
I would actually wear that in real life.
So hey, Don Chin, you want to see if you can hook him up?
Yeah. All right. Okay, so there's that one. Wow, looks like you've already sold out of the one-of-a-kind sketch card tier. So
excellent.
Congratulations on whoever grabbed that one up. And then you've also got a retailer tier for a bunch of books there. Excellent. We do have a super chat. I can't miss it. Otherwise, I will never live it down. Sumo Thori for 5. Bancroft, stop talking about your Rod. There's a lady on the panel. Rod is an artist I'm working with, Janice. It's nothing People like to make jokes, innuendo. You know, it's locker room talk. These guys.
That's all right.
Yeah, there's no getting them to behave. Sorry.
I've been one of the guys for a long, long time just because of my hobbies. So yeah, no, didn't even notice it, to be honest.
Yeah, someone said, "Is she going to be okay?" I'm like, "Oh, she'll be fine."
Oh yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, you got to have a thick skin if you're going to get into writing stories. John from Beyond, back in number 21 for Cobalt, Death Stalks Us. I like the first book. I'm looking forward to this one. There you go.
Thanks, John.
Hail, John.
Looking forward to your book also.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah, John, I got yours yesterday. I can't wait to open it up.
I'm waiting.
The one-of-one sketch tier was Lord Ravener. There you
awesome.
Go. Fantastic, Lord Ravener.
Hail, Lord Ravener.
Yeah, Sumo agrees. We've seen what Bancroft is willing to wear in real life. That uniform is not a stretch at all. I would wear that in a heartbeat. No problem.
I'll be right back.
Okay, Mike, while he's gone, I wanted to tell you that there's another tier available for the first 50 backers of the shifter. I'm going to send them a secret tier that's available. If they back that tier, Janice and I will both autograph the softcover book, and they'll receive a hardcover version of the first book in the trilogy, The Shifter, autographed by Janice.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's very cool. Yeah. It honestly, it sounds like something that, my sister would have read and then recommended to me. I like the young adult genre in and of itself, books, movies, whatever. So yeah, that sounds like a great little deal there you've got. All right, I'm just trying to keep up with the chat. You're right, John. If we curtailed ourselves, wouldn't that be sexist? Yes, it would.
It kind of would be.
Let us be who we are.
So one more thing, Michael, that to tell you about. Well, one of the reasons that Jake and I did this as a dual launch is we're collaborating both in our, tweets and our posts and our discussions on YouTube. But we've also collaborated in one more way, and that is
I've been waiting for you to bring this up.
Yeah, if you back both of our projects at a physical tier, you get a free print. It's comic book sized, and it's an homage to X-Men number 141. It's the one with Wolverine and Kate Pryde on the cover, and behind them, they're on a spotlight, and behind them is a wanted poster with a bunch of X-Men and villains on it. Well, we asked Shelby Robertson to pay homage to that cover, and if you want to share my screen, we can show this.
It looks so good.
Isn't that awesome? So this print, Michael, you're aware of this print because
I'm
Ella
very aware,
is on
but I've been waiting a long time to see this.
So yeah, this involves 15 different CG creators, like 22 different characters, and it's just, I think Shelby nailed it. I love the poses. He's got Cobalt and Naya in there at the bottom, and then of course, for this poster, let's see, we've only got a few minutes, so I'm going to sort of go through these real quick for the sake of the chat. We've got Ella from the Lucent, Reaper Destroyer, Strees from Type 1, the Boss from Company Men Dead, White, and Blue, The Embrace, Ragetality, Perfect 10, Monstro from Downcast, Man-Dog from 656, Carito from Mavericks, Black Flag, Aerith from Aerith Saga, Ghost from The Replicator, there's Naya in the poster, Saint from Cerebrum, Canadian Shield and Siamese from My Comics. Cobalt is on the poster. Then Tailless from The Adventures of Tailless in Outer Space. A couple of characters there that are obscured behind Cobalt and Naya are Starstep and Breathtaker from My Comics. Then we've got Krishna Kid from Kami Mark. And then finally, Dr. Primordial.
Nice.
That is amazing. Very honored to have been part of that. Murph says, I need that cover. So anyone who backs... do you want to say again how they get this?
Sure.
How they get
Anyone
this
who backs a physical tier on both of our projects, Cobalt Death Stalks Us and the Healing Wars Book 1 Part 1, The Shifter, will get a print. This is a comic book sized print, and that will come to you with The Shifter.
God, that's going up on my wall. Swear to God.
Fear Lantern says, nice perk, great art. Yeah, that is great. Well done, Shelby, and well done for putting all that together. Yeah, when you first approached me about this, I was like, hell yeah, I want to do this. This is awesome. K Manifesto for 10. Great show, Michael. Back in number 13 on the Shifter, 20 on Cobalt. Congrats to Brian, Janice, and Jake on a great start.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you so much for being here and backing us.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, let's run through the perks on COBALT. So you've got the digital perk here, fragment. That's a PDF, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Hold on. I got to share screen. There we go. Because I'm just asking. So you've got two different digital perks here. Do you want to?
Yes.
I see. It's both issues, right? I see.
Yeah. Digital Fragment 2.0 is, of course, the second issue for Deathstalks Us at $15. And then the ICYMI is the In Case You Missed It tier. So you can get both issue 1 and 2 as a digital for $25.
All right. There's the physical tier for 25 there.
Yeah. At the physical, you'll get a physical copy of the book, and you'll be getting this little cute chibi sticker right here to go along with it. Yeah. How about that?
Excellent. At 40 is the Be Vigilant tier. Physical copy of COBALT Deathstalks Us, 16 by 20 poster, and a chibi sticker.
Yep. And this poster right here is the splash page from Atlantis Thrashing. Everybody loved this splash page so much. And so I showed it right there. And then right here is the actual size it's going to probably be.
No, you won't get it in a frame, but you'll get the poster.
Right.
Looks great.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. Colin says, awesome. Looking forward to that print. All right. Scrolling back up. Hold on a sec. Let's zoom out here. All right. So this is the catch up here for 45. You get books 1 and 2 and the chibi.
Yes, sir.
And then there's the Take My Hand for 100. That's an ad. Looks like an ad tier.
So there's only 4 of these, but you're going to be getting a physical copy of the book. You're going to be getting the chibi sticker, and you get a full page ad in the book.
Anyone who wants to advertise their own project, make sure you jump on that one. There's already 1 sold, so there's actually only 3 left.
Yep. Oh, snap. I didn't even see that. How about them apples?
Thank you so much. Jeremy agrees that poster looks awesome. Hang on, what's Mo saying? He's asking if Ogden has vanished from the face of the earth. You haven't seen Michael around in a good while. And then last but not least, the name's COBALT. What's that one?
So this one right here is the mothership. You're going to be getting the physical book. You're going to be getting the chibi sticker. You're going to be getting the 16 by 20 poster. And you'll be getting the 12 by 18 metal print of the Adam Miller art.
Woo! Shiny.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Phoenix.
So Jake,
that's great.
Do you have a physical or a featured tier, or are you going to add that as the featured tier then?
Yeah, that'll be the featured tier also.
Awesome.
This one here? Yeah. Great stuff. All right. Just checking the chat. I always have to keep my eye on this chat. They're up to no good, and now I feel it. Okay, scrolling back up. Time for a final refresh. We've got a couple of minutes left. There you go, ending out the show on 21 backers, $865 raised. A fantastic start to the campaign. And over on Healing Wars, I'll do a refresh. And you guys end up on 14 backers, 520 raised so far. Well done. Nice start to the whole thing.
Great. Thanks so much, everyone.
Here tonight, as always. I do love a launch stream. Fantastic. Is there anything else you guys want to say? Where are you going to be? People are going to see you out there on the streams or anything like that?
Oh boy, yeah, I'm going to start hitting the campaign trail like I did for Siamese.
Mr. 80.
Mr. Yeah, 80 shows I was on for Siamese, so I'm going to start hitting people up. I've got shows that be scheduled already. Before I get to that one, though, please join me on my channel Sunday night at 9. If you don't know why, check Twitter and you'll see it probably all over the place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, big revelations happening over there. Please do make sure you are subscribed to Dojo Kun Comics. Jake, where can the people find you?
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram at my 2 tags, bionic_bruh or Tail End Studio. And I also want to say that this whole collaboration came from Brian. He came to me with the idea. He asked me if I wanted to launch with him. This was totally him putting everything together, and I cannot thank him enough for wanting to include me on this. So I appreciate you to the nth level, man. I absolutely appreciate everything you've done.
My pleasure. You said, who am I to be asked? Well, you definitely had a great rookie effort with Cobalt Atlantis Thrashing. And, I thought it was a great work of art, and I expect a lot of more great things from you. You saw that I had Super Abled that you had done before. I got Cobalt 1. Basically, if you continue Cobalt, I'll continue backing.
Appreciate it.
Awesome, fellas. Janice, great to have you on as well. I feel like we could talk heaps about all your writing and everything like that. Unfortunately, the show is just an hour long, so we're going to have to love you and leave you. Congratulations on your success with the books and everything, and I wish you all the best with the future of this adaptation of your series.
Thanks so much for being here, Janice.
No, thank you. No, thanks for having me on. It's nice to be a part of all this.
Yeah.
Great to have you here. Classes up the joint. Really, it does. B Rose for $1.99 just says, back these guys. Thank you so much
for
the super chat.
Right.
Did I grab that super chat from K Manifesto? I didn't I?
Yes.
I did grab this. I want to thank him again. That's a nice big super chat. Thank you, K Manifesto. All right, guys. That is it for me for the week. I do believe that Camel Knights is happening tonight. I mean, I've not heard anything to the alternative. It is happening tonight. There it is, episode 40. Please do make sure you are subscribed to Camel Moon. We will be having lots of fun and frivolity over there starting in about 90 minutes. It's going to be a good time had by all. Until other than that, that's it for me for the week. I'll see you Sunday night for the draw stream, and lots of good things happening next week. Thanks again, guys. Thank you, Janice. Thank you, Jake. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Biggest thank you of all goes to you guys out there, the wonderful, amazing, incredible, spectacular, and phenomenal, most sexiest chat in all of CG. I'll see you guys next week. All right. Bye.
Dale.
Later.
Bye.